So, well, let's just like dive straight into the book then. So we've got the book here.
Yeah.
And Cinderella. Look, I've actually got a hard copy of it right there. Looks good. My son, we've been reading it to him, and I was telling Crypto Mum 2 offline that yeah, my 7-year-old actually preferred the Bitcoin Cinderella over Enid Blyton's Secret 7 this week. So that was a good choice, you know what I mean? So, and he's interested in that stuff anyway, and then he asked the question on what's Bitcoin trading at, and then he's asking all these other questions as well, which is good. So it sort of asks that, having read the book this week with my son, I think that when you start going into it, to me, it's a bit like, for people to understand, it's a bit like if anyone's ever read The Alchemist out there,
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit like a parable in terms of, each page has its own story, and it's lots of little stories put together, providing little insights of wisdom as it goes through the book itself. So just give us a bit of background where it came from and how did you come up with the idea?
Yeah, no, this has been kind of simmering in my brain for a while. I knew I wanted to write a story for children and for adults that were learning about the blockchain and cryptocurrency and everything else that's, involved with the blockchain. And as you've been in this area for a lot longer than me, but I just started, learning about this about 4 years ago. And I realized that as I was learning, what I know now, I didn't know then. And I know that what I'm going to know in 5 years, I'm going to be at a whole different level. And as a teacher, what we teach in kindergarten, we don't teach in 5th grade. So I knew that I wanted to write a story that would help people who were just starting out, as well as families that wanted to open up a conversation with their kids, because youth, they're online, they're playing games, they're doing things on the blockchain. But I wanted them to be able to learn about the terminology, and I thought that a fairy tale is a great way to kind of embed the technical terms as well as make it a fun read. And I was inspired by my daughter, and so her name's not Samantha, which is the character in the story, but Samantha, the Cinderella in the story, ends up going on an adventure to find her mom. And as she's trying to find her mom, and in the traditional Cinderella story, the mom dies. In this Cinderella story, the mom actually is one of the original blockchain engineers working with Satoshi. I mean, really, we don't know who Satoshi is. And so she's actually on another adventure in the metaverse. And so Samantha's trying to find her. But as she's trying to find her, she's also learning about all the various terms, because there are clues that her mom has dropped for her to find. And so it's a really fun story, but at the same time that it's fun, it's educational too. And I also offer to all the readers, access to free online resources, so that way they can kind of keep current with what's going on. So that's an overview.
I love it. Very nice.